Soup presents Celebrity Scandals and the People Who Won't Shut Up About Them. Featuring reporters letting loose on Lindsay.
Innocent of all charges.
Kate Gosselin ignoring her kids.
She wants to give it a shot.
Billy Bush invading Ricky Martin's closet.
The last thing I'm thinking they're doing is oral sex.
And stars behind bars.
Are you gay?
Plus, dirty politicians, Heidi Montag's new face, and more scandals than you can handle.
Canada has done some wonderful things.
Now, here's the host who's chasing the paparazzi for you, Joel McHale.
To the Soup presents Scandals and the People Who Won't Shut Up About Them, or as it's also known, a Lohan family Christmas. Speaking of the Lohan family, Lindsay is back at work making more fodder for Dina's annual Christmas letter and Michael's daily press conference. It's all right here in That's So Lohan.
It's Lindsay.
Unfortunately, it wasn't Lindsay in court a few weeks ago. The actress failed to show up for a hearing. I'll let KTLA explain exactly what this means.
This is kind of like throwing a party for somebody and the guest of honor doesn't show up, only this isn't a party, it's a court hearing.
Were it an actual party, we're pretty confident Lindsay would have shown up. This is my job. Lindsay offered a variety of excuses for not making it to court. She lost her passport, the volcano got in her way, America wasn't ready for a gay American Idol. None of them made any sense, and in lieu of responsible parental figures, CNN's Showbiz Tonight was forced to be concerned about her bad decisions.
Who will get through to this girl? I just don't know. I don't see it in her future.
Well, AJ, real quick, let me chime in. Here's the thing, though. We're talking rationally. I'll guarantee you, if all three of us did heroin, okay, or coke, and came back in an hour, we'd be saying stupid things and doing stupid stuff.
Not suggesting, of course, Tony, that she's doing anything.
Exactly, not at all.
Yeah, if the three of you were doing coke or heroin, you might be so wasted that you would think discussing Lindsay Lohan's problems was a great use of both your time and the free media. I mean, not that I'm saying you did any of those things, but you got something right here. Right there. See it? Right there. In the end, Lindsay was required to wear an alcohol monitoring bracelet on her ankle, despite the fact that it could complicate things on her upcoming film, Inferno. I'll let the director, Matthew Wilder, explain to E! News.
If the court doesn't allow her to remove the ankle monitor before long, it could hamper production, further complicated by the amount of nudity in the film.
Tons and tons, but as I say to people, it's not Skinamax nudity, it's Schindler's List nudity.
I didn't think it could be done. Someone has just commented on Lindsay, who creeps me out more than Michael Lohan. Well done, weirdo. Lindsay wasn't the only person creating controversy this year. Let's look at some other great scandals of 2010 so far.
So, none of our business.
2010 looked to be Sandra Bullock's year. It turned out that it was more like February was her month. After she took home the Best Actress Oscar, rumors surfaced that husband Jesse James had a Nazi mistress and a bunch of other mistresses. Always the class act, Bullock stepped out of the public eye. Never the class act, E! News had to find her.
Any idea where she's at? Yeah, well, a source I spoke to confirmed that she is not in Southern California.
With no official confirmation on Sandy's whereabouts, all eyes remain on her many properties and favorite hideaways.
Austin, Texas has been her home away from home. She says that is a very special place. But since Katrina, she was down in New Orleans, and she also bought a property. She also has many properties off the coast of Savannah, Georgia, on Tybee Island. Her sister lives in Vermont.
She drinks coffee, so she might be at a Starbucks in your neighborhood. You know how someone's always in the bathroom when you need to use it? That could be her. Go check now. Ricky Martin came out this year. That wasn't scandalous so much as it was I told you so-rific. On Access Hollywood, Billy Bush used the opportunity to tell the tale of his Ricky Martin interview from 7 years earlier.
It did not go well. He ripped off his mic and blasted me. He said, "This is about people wanting to know who I blank and who I don't. I protected my life with a knife in my hand and in my mouth. I think that I'm not going to give anyone the pleasure to know what I am." So I went back and knocked on the dressing room door. Ricky answered. His handlers were in there. I asked him to leave. He nodded. It was okay. So it was just me and Ricky.
He still had the knife in his hand and in the mouth, which was fortunate because I always wanted to play pirate. Dishonor fell on the E family this year. It's actually an annual ritual that has to occur so the Kardashians experience a bountiful harvest. Little Alexis Nears fell in with a bad crowd, her mother and her sister, and ended up with her own show on E! She also pleaded no contest to her role in robbing Orlando Bloom's house, and then went on E! News to clear her name of the charges that she pled no contest to.
I've made the decision for my own safety not to talk, and it eats me up inside. Don't you think for the last 8 months I haven't wanted to scream my side of the story? This is not right. It's not justice. And one thing I'd like to say is I'm very sorry. I'm very sorry for all the people that were hurt by those people. But my daughter did not hurt anybody, and she was there by accident, and we can't talk about why, how. Stop.
She later vowed to not stop until she had found the real robbers. Oh, wait, that was just the excuse she used when she stole from O.J.'s house. Ken followed up that question with, where's my wallet? With so many complicated indiscretions happening this year, it made us long for simpler times when public humiliation just involved you, your mistress, your wife, and a golf club. And nothing gets simpler than when Wendy Williams explains Tiger Woods' family tree to you.
Apparently, a female was taken from his $2.6 million mansion on advanced life support. Oh, God. Younger, blonde, so on and so forth. Eileen's mother, Barbara Holmberg, by the way, did you know that she served as governor of the country of Eastern Switzerland?
Wendy, that story has more factual holes in it than a slice of Eastern Swiss cheese. Isn't Eastern Switzerland where they're hosting the World Mug right now? Oftentimes, the bad behavior is actually filmed before a live studio audience and caught on tape. Good Day LA is often a scandal wrapped in a lot of mascara. Reporting on middle school children having oral sex in the classroom was no exception.
Oh, yeah, it may start at home, but if you're running a classroom, you're responsible for it, no matter what starts at home.
But it's a dark classroom, you're running the projector. I've got 11 and 12-year-old kids, and I'm a teacher. The last thing I'm thinking they're doing is oral sex.
You'd be joining them.
So remember, if you're making breakfast with your kids right now, Jillian may be having oral sex with them later. Good Day, LA. Fox and Friends was reporting on Vice President Joe Biden's accidental drop of the F-bomb and how it's become fetish porn in the Republican community.
Yeah, he's the vice president. Will he ever learn? We're going to talk a little bit about what happened.
Later, he threw his own poop at the audience. We'll be right back.
The Soup Presents is brought to you by Bad Judgment. When going home to a wife who loves you seems too easy, Bad Judgment can give you the boost you need to make a shambles of your life.
Bad Judgment is a proud sponsor of sex addiction clinics and pancake houses across the country.
Stay tuned for Celebrity Apprentice corruption, Heidi Montag's big fake boobs, Ray J's relationship freakout, and the most shocking celebrity scandals ever.
I groped a male staffer.
Wow. Welcome back to The Soup Presents Scandals and the people who won't shut up about them. Later in the show, I'm going to announce the year's ultimate scandal.
The ultimate scandal!
Sometimes you think something has gone away, only to have it appear again. The contestants on The Bachelor call this herpes. We call it scandals that won't go away. Former Illinois Governor Rod Blagojevich refuses to leave us alone. After allegedly selling Barack Obama's seat in the Senate, Rod kept hope alive by proclaiming his innocence on Celebrity Apprentice.
Nice to meet you. Innocent of all charges. Hello. Rod Blagojevich, how are you?
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. I didn't do those things, by the way. I'm here to serve. Well, someone's lying. It ain't me, you know? And they took a governor out of office who was elected by the people. Okay, they stole me away from the people who hired me. The truth is on those tapes. I should probably not talk about that with that, but...
What's going on with this burger here, guys?
Look, when I was governor, back-to-back years, they went to the playoffs. That never happened since 1908. That's true. I took credit for that. And they threw me out of office.
Hey, you mother with the Justice Department, are you? Really glad he learned his lesson of not putting anything incriminating on tape. After Kate Gosselin's divorce from the douchebag who shall not be named finally left the spotlight, Kate's career took its place. Her tenure on Dancing with the Stars was highlighted by this performance of Still Standing. They made us wish she was.
You can never know what it's like. The love's like freedom, just like that. And as the golden on the night that shines from you, you'll wind up like a rescue high behind that mask. I got a taste of love in a simple way, and it's easy to know while I'm still standing. You just stay away. I'm still standing better than I ever did. Looking like a true survivor. I'm still standing.
It's like watching a dance performance on a cruise ship. Because I feel seasick. Kate eventually went home to spend some contractually obligated time with her children on Kate Plus 8, and her children were excited to see their real parents again, the show's camera crews. I'll let the little Colin explain. Don't worry, Colin. Someday people will get tired of your parents and they'll stop being famous and pay attention to you again. That had too much truth in it. Ray J has found himself deep in many a scandal, and I'm not just referring to the contestants on For the Love of Ray J, nicknamed Scandal. Recently, the unthinkable happened when the winner of his dating show actually wanted, get this, to date him. And the producers broke the news to him on his non-dating show, Brandy and Ray J.
Act 5 is you being reunited with Miss Berry.
She wants to give us a run, man. I mean, she wants to give us a shot.
She wants to give it a shot?
Like, give it a real shot.
Yeah.
Oh,
but it's you don't. You
Does she know that I don't?
No, she doesn't.
So it makes me feel bad.
Yeah.
Why does this have to be so complicated? I don't want to hurt Miss Berry. So why am I put in this position like this? I signed up for the dating show, but never once did I think it would have to get to this emotional stage.
I knew I should have called my show For the Crabs of Ray J. Yeah. That's a promise I could have kept. I need one of them fine combs.
Even great American heroes find themselves in scandals from time to time. Buzz Aldrin caused quite a stir on WWE Raw. Tsar Nicholas, the second son he had hemophilia. Rasputin did some wonderful things for him. They poisoned him, beat him, and shot him, but Rasputin still wouldn't die. I knew Leon Trotsky. And you, President Roosevelt, are no Leon Trotsky. Now let me get to what I really wanted to talk about. Ooh. From the Earth to the moon to rubbing hot guys in Speedos. Congratulations, Buzz. Some would say a scandal completely transforms how you are looked upon in the world. Others create their own scandalous transformations, like those in our next section, Plastic Scandaltry. This year's most likely to have boobs made out of asbestos is undoubtedly Heidi Montag. Here she is on the hills justifying to her mother all the work she's had done. I should know I'm a donor. But as always, Heidi found a way to capitalize on her infamy. Check out this new product she's been selling.
This sucks. I wish there was something to do besides playing video games.
Now there is. Introducing Mrs. Botox Head and her bucket of parts.
Mrs. Botox Head and her bucket of parts?
Mrs. Botox Head is made from Heidi Montag's actual body parts, which were discarded during her recent plastic surgeries.
I used Heidi's sawed-off jaw to give her a tail.
I injected collagen in one of her butt cheeks.
Mrs. Botox Head is fun for the whole family.
Hey, are you kids playing with Mrs. Botox Head?
I'm going to put Spencer's creepy flesh-colored beard on her.
She looks funny.
And coming soon, Spidey Putty, made from fat liposuctioned out of Heidi.
I can read about Heidi's failing music career on Heidi's own ass fat.
Lou, no!
Mrs. Botox Head and her bucket of parts and Spidey Putty are available next to the dumpster behind Dr. Frank Ryan's plastic surgery practice. Get yours today.
Wow. After eating that, Lou grew nipples. A lot of hormones. We'll be right back with more scandalous behavior.
Hold on for celebrity mistresses, politicians acting naughty, and the biggest scandals yet.
Stop! Damn it!
Welcome back to the 2% Scandals and the people who won't shut up about them. Not to be confused with E-News, which is scandals and the little people who won't shut up about them. Oh, that's unfair. Nothing fuels scandalous behavior more than love. So let's talk about love scandals. Michelle Bombshell McGee allegedly had an affair with Jesse James, and despite this picture, she didn't like people calling her a neo-Nazi. So she goose-stepped her way to the Inside Edition bunker to clear her good name.
I am not a racist. I don't have those views. At one point, I went through a rebellious time in my life, and unfortunately, I put things in my body that I don't believe in anymore. Like what? You know, like the swastika tattoo supposedly that I have. And
what, do you have a swastika tattoo or not?
I had a swastika tattooed many years ago that I've had covered up.
Covered up or removed?
Covered up with another tattoo. It was 15 years ago when I did these things.
This picture was not taken 15 years ago.
Yeah, well, the tattoo that I covered up the swastika with was Al-Qaeda logo. So that I had to cover that with a Nazi costume. Then I'm like, I'm just going to put a big white sheet over all of it. Well defended. Many politicians also had affairs this year. Congressman Eric Massa was accused of having a homosexual affair, so he went somewhere no homosexual would go, the Glenn Beck Show, to profess his innocence.
Now they're saying I groped a male staffer. Yeah, I did. Not only did I grope him, I tickled him until he couldn't breathe, and then 4 guys jumped on top of me. It's my 50th birthday.
Yeah, they got thrown out of the ball crawl at Chuck E. Cheese after that. Congressman Massa wasn't done defending himself, so he went on Larry King Live. It was a natural place to discuss alleged sodomy because Larry's show was originally broadcast out of Sodom and Gomorrah. Let's see how Congressman Massa did.
And we're back with former Congressman Eric Massa. Maybe silly, but I guess we have to ask it. Are you gay?
Well, here's that answer. I'm not going to answer that. In year 2010, why don't you ask my wife, ask my friends, ask the 10,000 sailors I served with in the Navy.
No, all right.
Ask the boys on the wrestling team I was on in high school. Ask my fellow cast members in a chorus line. Ask Cher. I've seen her like 20 times. Ask the truckers in the highway rest stop bathrooms. I've met thousands of them over the years. Go ahead, ask them. It's 2010. And now, without further ado, it's time for the ultimate scandal.
The ultimate scandal!
It comes from right here at E! Where else? Alleged burglar to the stars and Pretty Wild star Alexis Nears called a Vanity Fair reporter who painted an unflattering picture of her after her arrest. And the rest was magic. Get out of here before whoever owns this condo comes home! Mom! Tune in next Friday for an all-new Soup to see even more scandalous behavior. Good night!